Ah. Kanya! Hello, 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 hello! Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to wherever you are. Hello, everybody. Hello. So, today, first, I'd like to apologize for canceling my stream yesterday. I had some IRL stuff to do earlier today. So I had to wake up early, which meant I had to sleep early. That's the reason why I cancelled my stream yesterday. And I do apologize. I hope to make it up to you. Maybe tomorrow, I might do a gorilla. I might do a gorilla stream. Who knows? Well, I'll be playing something. Maybe IDV? Maybe even another game that you haven't seen me play yet, but we shall see, we shall see. Anyway, enough about yesterday or tomorrow. Today, we're gonna be continuing our Danganronpa game and trigger Happy Havoc. And the last we left off, unfortunately, we found our lovely boy Chiro dead. So we're gonna see what happens today. Now first, let me mute my BGM. Let me mute my BGM. There we go. And then let me transition to the gaming screen. What? And just in this menu, we see our baby boy Chiro. Our girl, according to all the other characters. Anyway, I'm gonna load this one. Continue. Yes. I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me, like water from a spring gushing out of the ground. Byakuya, on the other hand, most unusual, don't you think? He was totally calm, almost like he was watching this all unfold in front of a TV screen. Look, Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow. And something's been written on the wall in blood. Bloodlust? Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her. How could it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. This murder is far too bizarre for any everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Sayaka, this murder was not a crime of passion or necessity. It's almost as if whoever did this did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling too. Too confused to understand what he was trying to say. And before I could even begin to clear my head. Hey, I heard screaming. Did something... Chiro? Bing bong bong bong. A body has been discovered. Hello, Asian. He bought all the dooms with some money I got from John Wicking someone. Sheesh. A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin. Oh, here we go. What the hell was that? Ah, that's right. You were unconscious during Sayaka, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently, when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. I imagine it's so that the search for the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Instead of it being revenge for stealing my car and killing my dog, they installed a horny game on my computer, which is unacceptable. Eh? No unholiness allowed on my laptop. That's good, that's good. You are a good Asian honor student. Very pure. Yes. Rieko approved. Proceed fairly? The body discovery announcement. Then Chihiro really is dead. Yes. Look at him, so unfazed. Sheesh. Before you start screaming your head off, go round everyone up. Seems another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover a killer. Oh no. Chihiro. Taka bolted out of the locker room. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if no time at all passed. It was like my sense of time had just taken wing and flown away. Bro looking like he just saw Shrek by. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear, and anger. Oh boy. What the? Oh my gosh, I need to close my window. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm back. I just had to close my window because the wind's starting picking up. And if it rains, then the rain gets in my window. So I just closed it a bit. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear, and anger. We all just stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body. Suspicious noises are outside my house. It's John Wick in time? Jeez. Damn, I couldn't keep her safe. Oh. The man's grows sobbing. Oh no. So there's another victim. Which means we are now in the same position once again. Fuck, man. What the fuck is this? It's a dream. This is a dream. It's all just a dream. In fact, I haven't even been born yet. I don't have any memory of ever being alive. Oh boy. Look at this. His hair just wilted. Yeah. Shut up. Okay. For now, pay attention to the wall. Huh? I said it once already. There's a word written there. On the wall. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, that thing about writing bloodlust in blood, doesn't it sound kind of familiar? I'm gonna use my break. What? These guys are freaking out too much. I need to take a single Heinz English breakfast baked bean. A single one, just one, not the whole can. Just one baked bean. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. You're like a ghost, attacking suddenly and slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack! Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings. Then, this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. The real? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school? There's no way. But going so far as to write bloodlust at the scene, I am surprised at their stupidity. I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. What is it now? Toko! Hino is pointing toward the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. No. Why? Why? Oh, she passed out. She fainted. That did not sound good. Toko! Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up! Oh, that's right. I just remembered what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood. So she is homophobic. I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. I'm still hyped from watching the Red Circle Club scene in the first John Wick where he just annihilates most of the mafia. Oh. I actually never watched John Wick. I'm sorry, I am uncultured. I don't really watch a lot of action movies that much. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like, on purpose. Ah, so since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count. Gotcha. It's a pretty bussin' film? Ooh, I should probably give it a watch. Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. As if she'd heard her. Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction, I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. What is up with her face? In no time flat, she was just standing up. Ignoring the physical contortion she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard. Huh? What? Sorry about that. I was just so shocked, you know? It happens, right? Was I the only one? Coco, are you okay? I'm fine. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top inning and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No. Everything's fine. At least the stutter is all gone. That's a good thing, right? It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being. I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. Taka, could you help me? Huh? She totally ignored me! Of course she did. Very well, you take care of the girl and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a second. Rushing to an investigation? The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that. There is no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Among us. I'm sorry. I apologize. Isn't that right, Monokuma? Well, right as rain. But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works. Oh boy, then it's happened again. Is that what you're saying? But another one of us killed a fellow classmate? What, does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that. Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. Oh my goodness. Actually, I don't have any either, sorry. Oh god. Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? I sure did, chum. Allow me to present the next Monokuma file. I know how much you must be looking forward to it. So please do your very tippy-top best on this investigation. Ew. Do we really gotta do another investigation? Well, we don't really have a choice. Examining the corpse of one of our friends. Having to suspect all our other friends. I hate this. I can't take it anymore. I hate it too! I've had enough. I'm getting out of here. Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run. Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. Sheesh, Byakuya, damn. You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not? How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. Sir, I think all those mystery novels has gotten into your head. That's true, but to jump into it so soon? What, do you want to die? Fine, then go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead. You're a waste of space. Oh man. A dead body is an object? Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect or I'll beat some into you. Mondo, are you okay to be saying that? Sheesh. Mandetta scraps the bodybuilder-sized motherfucker by the beard, slumps into a table and just double taps him like, eh? Oh, is that something from John Wick? Everyone stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko, if we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right, then Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro, then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up. Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat. Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. If in any one killing game, guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. What? I don't remember any rule like that. I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right? The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. In that case, why not limit it to one person? Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility. Farewell for now. I'll catch you guys at the class trial. Hello, Handshake Setaro. Hanshaka Setaro. I don't know how you read that. Where's Junko? Well, she died in the first bit. She died pretty early. Well, for now. If you watch the anime, if you know, you know. I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then one more person's life could still be in danger. Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before anything else happens. You need to shut the fuck up. Oh my god, sheesh Mondo. Well, for now, Taki and me are gonna drop Toko off at her room. Nice, I'm gonna get dropped off. We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation too sweet. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro, then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. That's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. Investigate! Okay. First of all, I'd better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. Hello, my name is Celestia Lunenberg. Is that a paperclip in Aoi's hair? I think so? I'm not sure. I did actually look. No matter what I gotta do. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Thanks for lurking, Asian! Have a good lurk! Monokuma file number 2 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay. Neighbors being loud. Oof. Okay. Hey Makoto, do you have a second? John Wick time? Okay, enjoy your John Wick time. Huh? Did you need something from me? Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what did you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh? I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just... You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So you're inviting me to come with you? You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though. Now then, shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Okay, let me go drink some water and we can start investigating, starting with that dumbbell. There's a dumbbell on the floor and this is a bloodstain. There's a bloodstain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon? So. I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Locker room dumbbell has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay. The poster's got some blood on it, and it must have happened during the murder. I could feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body. But the more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. There's a fresh bloodstain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else than carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? According to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late? Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. Instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night. Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she would have come with someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Sakura's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your hand. Mondo. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember. She said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about all that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help wondering what it might be. Mondo's account has been added to the triplet section of your handbook. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Huh? Already? New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. Okay, now we're outside. So this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? That's not even the scene of the crime, idiot. Maybe this gun was used to... No, impossible. If that were true, Chihiro would be riddled with holes. You already spent plenty of time checking the crime scene. There are plenty of other things left to check here. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right? Do you have any issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together. You called for me? Has he been domesticated? It seems that Makoto has a question for you. Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader. Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for 2 people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct? If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct? Correctly correct! So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there. As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right? Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Tagami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. Yeehaw! You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things. Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it. So, So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakyo and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest of your own damn self. Okay. Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Card reader has been added to the truth book section of your handbook. We came to the main hall. So, what are you looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? A hunk of metal blocking the entrance seems like some kind of machine. What is this? There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook? No, wait. There's 3 of them, but what are they doing here? So you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. Hello, Chachi! Hello there! So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... Sayaka. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I see. Yeah, now I understand. Main hall e-handbooks has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Hold on a second. What's wrong? That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right? It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. pummeled with baseballs. Oh my gosh. The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault. Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey! What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did. If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. I can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have a single weak point. It does? But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks. Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken. But you might ask, how could that be? You kind of forget that Monokuma is the bad guy sometimes. Yeah. Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on. Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken e-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section of your hand. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite? What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Well, we don't even know if Genocide Jack actually did it. Then, you really think... You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro? Absolutely, I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. I'm gonna sleep, enjoy the Jonathan Wickelson. Okay, have a good rest, Asian. Thanks for stopping by. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right? There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. You're like a ghost that's hacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. Oh, no. Whoops. No. Oh, he said something else. And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you Genocide Jack is one of them. Okay, what's the basis? Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need. Evidence that Genocide Jack's the one that killed Chihiro. evidence. Something like that really... Ah, hey you two. Big trouble, I need your help. We're busy, leave us alone. But it's an emergency. Emergency! Come on, please, you gotta help me. What happened? This is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina? Emergency! What's the emergency? An emergency? What happened? Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya? Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure? Don't make me repeat myself. I did expect that, though thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it. Okay, come on, hurry! Wait for us, Hina! Looks like she headed to the dorms, to Toko's room most likely. You're right. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency. You guys are too slow! I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girl's locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know? So, see how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff. We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. May as well give it a shot. Ding dong! The door swung open, slowly and silently. Holy crap! An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
Nani? いや、朝比奈さんが心配してて、深谷さんが閉じこもってるって。放っておいて。さ、とりあえず一度ドアを開けてくれない？好きにさせない。ジェノサイダーショーなんかの好きにはさせない。
Eh? Wait, what the heck? The voiceover said genocide show instead of genocide Jack. And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago... I'll drive out the killer. To drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared? Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Well... Hey Byakuya, you think you could ask her? To come out of her room, I mean. Sure, whatever. Huh? You're gonna talk to her? Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. I don't think he's being nice. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. Bing bong! After a few moments... 안녕. Did they rename Genocide Show to Genocide Jack in the game? In the English translation? Or it's just in the beginning? And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on! Hey Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
Nanda.
I have no idea. Another one of our delusions, I'm sure. But... if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her. Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! I heard to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking toward his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. Okay. Why did we come here? Is the evidence that proved it was Genocide Jack really in the library? Don't make me say it again. There are no clues there. We need to check elsewhere. Where do we... I don't... There's no point in checking there. We need to find real clues. What are we supposed to check? Huh? No clues here. Hey! Oh! How are we supposed to check? Jeez. What? Oh, Jesus. But there, if I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here? It'll all make sense once you're inside. There's a lot of stuff. Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust, too. I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. There's so many files stuffed into the shelf. What's in all these things? Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of a diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There's some very interesting people in there. Yeah, you're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. Huh? It's a death lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
なんだ
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. Nice. Another coin. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although, judging by the smudges in the dust, it looked like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? If you pay attention to the surroundings, you're sure to discover that value for yourself. Geez, you just don't want to tell us. There's a ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh? This shelf is stuffed out with files, so I really think about pick one out at random. Oh, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Oh? That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to the classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right? That's your guy's problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much Hope Speak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? Still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean, usually? Usual? Normal? Ordinary? Simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. Okay. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible? I already told you. There's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. And this is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interests me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those... Let me drink some water first. I'm getting tongue-tied. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf. This is the complete case file. Every single port surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim? That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple. The culprit isn't a copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack. That's right. There is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself amongst the rest of us. And Genocide Jack really is such a brutal fetish killer, really is walking around among us? Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become a part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two. If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Okay? They reveal the ones with real power, the secret council controlling everything from the shadows. They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. Well, are you going to look? For now, I think I'd rather not. It's a wooden box, it's empty, looks like something inside. Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it? Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the case file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32, Tetsuhiro Honda, 17, Shoji Gaku, 23, Kano Issei, 14, Takeshi Yoshida, 30, Komatsuno Taro, Takefumi Gono, Uchida Naohisa, Takashi Masamune, Ito Yumejima. There was no end to it. One thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page? Profiling results? All of the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder. DID. The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more believable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't? I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Genocide Jack case file has been added to the truth bullet section of your hand. Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Wait, Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that? Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own. Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Okay. Let us go back to the locker room. Hey for me. Ding ding ding! Lottie lottie! Hey for me. has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
なんか
Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet. But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah, Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What did she see? She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Okay, so where is Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there. What's it gonna be? Let's go investigate the boys' dorm. Look at that. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Boys' locker room carpet has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Now what is this? Huh? This poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite fit in the boys' locker room. Oh, it's the pool. What is this? Maybe there's some kind of clue in the lockers? Guess not. Not a coin though. Hmm? Investigate here. Okay. Yes, leave the pool. I'll leave the boys' locker room as well. And I'll go back to the girls' locker room. Everyone's still here. The bloodstained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. The girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Oh, but wait, that reminds me, the poster in the locker room, in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. 2 locker room posters have been added to the truth wallet section of your handbook. There's blood stain on the carpet. It could only have been caused by Chihiro's murder. I could feel the blood draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body. Wait, is that... It's an extension cord. Is that a rope? I don't know. The word bloodless is written on the wall in blood, just like all those genocide jack cases. Every crime scene in the world bloodless is written in the victim's own blood. You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura? I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the poster in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched? Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see. But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee? In the warehouse, it's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. A stain? I don't see any stain on the carpet now. Exactly, I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with. Disappearing stain has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Mondo! Dude had a real complex about being weak. Oh, I already... This is still the same. Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation?
Yeah.
Generally speaking.
だけど
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
そう
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
じゃあ
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
じゃあね
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. Chihiro's e-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, time to examine the body again. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I'd better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? This rope has a plug? Wait, so then this isn't rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to the head. Which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended in the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think much about either of them. Hello, Lantern! Hello! Welcome. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something is not quite right. What does this all mean? Status of the dead body has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Okay. Let's exit this place first, and let's go to where Celeste is. Because why would she be in... Wait, the storage warehouse? Okay, but before we go to the storage warehouse, let's go to the library, and then we can go to the storage warehouse. Da-da-da-da. Is it here? It's a document about the secret council revealing truth. Nope. Was it this one? Nope. I'm taking a look at the Genocide Jack's case file. I know it was around here somewhere. Huh? It's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? The only one who would do something like that. I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. The wooden box is empty. The extension cord was in there before. It's the report of a presidential assassination. It's really intriguing, but if it means I become a target, nope, I'll leave it where it is. Thank you very much. Huh, I guess that's it. There's a thick layer of dust on top of this. Okay, I don't think there's anything here. Really? Shove is packed tight with books. Eh? Huh. Desk lamp, something over here and put it over there. Nope. Yeah. I'm probably not here then. Maybe just in the library area? Shelf is back tied with books. Eh? Oh, I keep clicking the door. No. I don't want to go inside. I want to go outside. This letter hopes Peak Academy had stopped functioning as a school. What more didn't even happen. Recently, apparently closed down over a year ago. Mastermind probably took over the abandoned school in order to start this killing game. Da-da-da. The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see, it's not plugged in. Lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here, but last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. Oh, that's right, Dracula was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... Library desk lamp has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, I think we're done here. Yes. Now, let us go to the storage. The warehouse, which is, I believe it's on the first floor. I need to remember how to go down. Oh wait, can we teleport? I'm pretty sure we can. How do you... Map. The second floor. First floor, second floor, dormitory, first floor. Warehouse. There we go. Now I'll go to the warehouse, which is... where is it? Oh, it's around here. Up! Wrong way. Oh my gosh. I am not good with maps. Celeste, why are you in the warehouse? Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case? I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something. Very well, I will tell you and only you. Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really? This was right before nighttime.
あら、こんな時間にこんな場所で何をなさっているのですか？ちょっとトレーニングでも始めるおつもりですか？なんでわかったの？スポーツバッグからはみ出していますわよ。 青いジャージの袖が。
お、
本当だ。ありがとう。じゃあ急いでるから行くね。
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
そうですわ
I
ね。
assume she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this ever would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying. Which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Celeste's account has been added to the truth section of your bullets. Okay. And while we're here, let's go to where Hina is. I believe the map said she was in the cafeteria. Hina, are you okay? Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry. Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. Of course? There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
それは
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
そうなんだよね。
Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Always Count has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh. Is it time for the trial? I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The class trial. You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. Boop, boop, boop. See you soon. Oh boy. Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. The red door is right through here. But before I go in, I'm actually gonna end today because my voice is getting really tired, and actually I did a lot of stuff, real life stuff today, so I'm also kind of tired as well. So I'm just gonna save right here. Save twice just to make sure. We're gonna save here and we're gonna end. So let me just return to the main menu. Yes. Danganronpa. and then I shall go to the chatting screen. Okay, where's my BGM? There it is. So, thank you guys so much for joining me on this part of the Danganronpa playthrough. We shall be definitely finishing off. I mean, not finishing off the game, but we're definitely gonna be doing the trial next week for sure. So make sure you look forward to that. And since there are 4 people, why not I go raid somebody today? Let's see, who can I raid? It's been a while. Let's see. Who shall we raid? I think I'm gonna... Oops, I bumped into my mic. I'm sorry. Okay, I think I'm gonna be raiding Morphe VT. Let me check if I can raid him. Pretty sure I could. Morphe. Yes, we can. They're playing Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. So make sure you give a lot of love. A lot of plant love to Morphe. And if you're new here, we do have a raid message. And if you're subbed, we do have a sub raid message as well. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. And I shall see you all next week. We shall see you all next week on Monday. I shall be posting the schedule on Sunday or Saturday. We shall see. And I might be doing a gorilla an unplanned gorilla stream tomorrow, so maybe look forward to that. Who knows? Anyway, I shall be seeing you guys soon, and as always, bye bye.